using Big Daddy's name, and Big Daddy's fame. Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here and talk about a few things that have been going on in the community lately. Wanted to address the recent arrest of Savage Studios and the last few videos that he's put out. I'm going to do my usual breakdown, a timeline summary of events, and then play some clips and provide commentary. I'd like to apologize ahead of time for any background noise you may hear. I am making this video on the 4th of July, and I live in Los Angeles, and it sounds like a war zone. Anyways, back to the video. For those of you that don't know, Savage Studios was arrested on June 11th at 1:39 p.m. at a Walmart in Yucca Valley, California. He was then charged with stalking, soliciting a lewd act, and was scheduled to appear in court on June 24th. While in court, the judge dropped the soliciting a lewd act charges. However, he was convicted of stalking. He was given formal probation with time served and was released on June 25th at 11:28 p.m. After being released on the 25th, he posted his first video to YouTube on June 30th titled "Let's Talk About It, Back from the Lion's Den." Then he went on to post his second video on July 2nd titled "First-Hand Experience of Jail During This Pandemic." Then yesterday he posted his third video on July 3rd, "Fake Gangsters Are Easy to Spot." Okay, well that about wraps up Savage's timeline. I wanted to rewind it back a little bit though to talk about what was going on in the community while Savage was incarcerated. I think it was about June 16th or 17th people started talking about Savage Studios was arrested, and people didn't really know if it was a rumor or not, and then somebody got a hold of his paperwork, and then JD from Prison Break Rob put out a video on June 19th. As most of you probably know, Savage Studios and JD from Prison Break Raw don't get along anymore. They used to get along, but they just don't anymore. However, JD was more than fair with his video he put out about Savage. And man, oh man, was Savage feeling a certain type of way about that video. He was big mad that JD had quote-unquote Big Daddy's name in his mouth. Big Daddy's fame. I can't with that. Can we have a moment of silence for Savage's self-awareness, please? Anyhow, we'll get back to those two later on in the video and that whole situation. Right now, I'd like to play you a clip out of his first video. I'm going to play you guys a few clips, and I'm going to add commentary after, and then, wrap it up later. Everybody, it's your boy Savage Studios. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm on the way to go pick up my son, man. Sometimes the turnip is a little too real, I guess. But today we will be getting into a pretty juicy topic. Tomorrow's video will be about doing time during the pandemic. So if you like this video, smash that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed yet. And I would like to say just a brief general synopsis of what this video will be about. We'll be covering the situation in which I went through. I won't be getting into depth.
Synopsis?
Of any sort, really. So if that's what you're looking for, it's best you click off and bounce immediately. I owe nobody an explanation. The only explanation I do feel like I owe anybody that I can say, never have I ever had to file under any type of weird charge or register as any type of offender, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to address the turn up comment first, and then I'll get to the I owe my subscribers nothing comments. So, I don't know what he meant by turn up. I mean, was he arguing and yelling and crying and carrying on with Brittany? Like, that's why his eyes were all puffy and his voice is all messed up? Or did he mean turn up in the way of partying, like the turn up is real? I mean, did you go to a concert? Where were you yelling? I don't know. Anyways, that part's not important. What I really wanted to talk about was how he owes nobody any type of explanation. He can say he's not part of the prison community all he wants, but the truth is that his channel is based on his experiences while incarcerated, in prison, in jail, in juvie, prison workouts, burpees, and prison spread recipes, you name it. Even when he does videos on other people, it's always centered around crime and doing time. The only reason why he's not sharing an explanation as to why he was charged with stalking and soliciting a lewd act is because it's hella embarrassing. Because I would be willing to bet a whole bunch of money that if he got arrested for beating some fool's ass, that he'd be dropping every single solitary detail. We would never hear the end of how old Savage whooped that fool's ass. It would have been a shit show of showboating. It would have been look at me, look at me, look at me for the entire summer of 2020. Anyways, let me get on to playing another clip from his first video.
As for why I deleted my Instagram, it gets so no more easier than this. Not ever gonna get any easier than this answer. 15,000 followers. 15 point something actually. Not one was there for me. I think one of my boys, he was gonna drop some money or was getting ready to. You know who you are and much love. Other than that, it was a whole bunch of people telling my girl, yeah, I'm gonna send this or I'm gonna send that, and not doing it. Instagram was always like a source of issues for me and my beautiful wife.
Man, my beautiful eye.
Because although I wasn't a gang member and I wasn't a criminal anymore, and I was not partaking, I don't. That's why it was hard for me to do time this time around, because I'm a family man. I still wasn't a good guy, and I could have been a lot better to Brittany as far as loyalty, commitment, and faithfulness goes. You know. So when push came to shove, it was the easiest decision to make to get rid of it, because I had a whole bunch.
Send money to his Cash App, and by the time they closed their Instagrams down, I'm not sure what that time window was like, how long she was waiting around for these donations. It's rough right now, and you cannot expect people to carry you financially. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shading him for putting a Cash App up or a PayPal up or getting super chats. Get that money. I'm all about that. However, being so entitled is to say 15,000 followers were 15,000 fake people because they didn't pay you. Come on now. And Instagram's a problem because of fake people or because you cheated on your wife in front of everybody on Instagram.
Oh yeah, it's about to go down.
That's a scumbag.
This is beautiful. Then, after posting a picture in a hotel room with this girl, the comments began to bash him and ask where Brittany was, and how he could do this when his son is at home. In true Savage fashion, this was his reaction to his subscribers. Trying to bounce back, man. Trying to bounce back. Don't be no hater, y'all. Why y'all hating on me? Why y'all hating? Stop. It's not good for you. Worry about yourself. Feel me?
I was heartbroken when I saw that. Seriously, I felt so bad for Brittany. Just openly disrespecting her, no regard, bragging about it to all his subscribers and followers on Instagram. It's disgusting. But anyhow, I can't help but think that this whole stalking at Walmart thing has to do with a girl that he's cheating on Brittany with, because that clip on Instagram I just showed you is from only 4 weeks ago. Next clip I'm going to play you is a little bit of his first video and a little bit of his third video. He's talking about gaining subscribers, and he's also talking about losing subscribers, and I kind of felt like there were some inconsistencies there because I hadn't seen his numbers move at all, and I have screenshots to back that up.
I am humbled. I am absolutely humbled by you haters. And I welcome you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope you don't stop. I sure hope you don't forget about me, because you kept my income steady and solid. You kept my subscriber counts going up. Maybe it wasn't going as fast as it used to be, but it still jumps pretty cool. 30 minutes, 40 minutes goes by, I swipe to reload the screen, there's 30 more subscribers, give or take. Get over, and you know what? I've been losing shit. I've lost hundreds of subscribers within these few days releasing these last videos I did, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I needed you gone. It's a weeding process. I would rather weed you out. Someone told me that out of 100,000 subscribers, they made a comment that 80,000 of them want to see me dead. Well, you know what I wish? I wish all 80,000 of you guys would get lost, get a life, get a pair, unsubscribe, go do something with yourself, and leave me with the 20,000 who want to see me win. Because just like I got this first 100,000, I can get the next 100,000 and the next 100,000. I'm that qualified.
I just can't. The fool has the audacity to call himself humble. I just can't with his arrogance. And I understand that it's part of his appeal and part of his personality or whatever. He's in your face and he's unapologetic. Whatever. Funny thing is, there's this website called Social Blade, and it tracks your subscriber losses and your subscriber gaining and, has all different kinds of graphs on your views and all that. Not just for YouTube, but Instagram and other social media platforms. I've screenshotted it so you can see from June 18th, 2020 to July 3rd, 2020, his subscriber count has not gone up or down. I have no idea why he would lie about something so stupid. I guess it's to reassure the haters that Big Daddy was, doing really well while he was away. I don't know. And then lying about losing subscribers that, oh, he doesn't care about it because he's just that qualified. I don't know. To be honest, a lot of his videos from the get-go were pretty suspect. I tried to support him in the beginning. But he just got too arrogant and it kind of, just rubbed me the wrong way. So one of his videos in the beginning that I felt like he was lying in was the Charles Manson video. I'm really familiar with that crime case, and some of the things that he said Manson said, I just don't believe it. I believe that he probably saw him in passing at Corcoran because other prisoners have stories about that. However, Charles Manson drew him a picture and he mailed it home, and he mailed it to his stepdad and he can't get a hold of that. Come on now. Save it. Oh, and my favorite was, during the Gabriel Fernandez case and all the videos he was doing on that, and that's when his channel started to really, really grow. And he claimed that he got information from death row that they were going to handle Pearl Fernandez's boyfriend up there, and he showed some text messages he got. Like, you could fake those so easy. And also then he did that prison interview where he was interviewing that guy that was in prison, and that guy was supposedly the guy that delivered a message from the powers that be, from, that organization he loves so much.
I told him, fuck lying, man.
Yeah, that organization. Or gang, or you guys know what I mean. Anyhow, he claimed that this guy that he was interviewing delivered a message from the powers that be, and that the powers that be respectfully asked him to take that video down, revealing what was going to go down on death row with Pearl Fernandez's boyfriend. I might be a female, and I've never been to prison. However, I've had a lot of friends and family that have gone through the CDC, and I'm well aware that the powers that be don't ask you to do anything.
What part?
That's just not the way it works. And how could you be that reckless and potentially put your family in danger? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Because I'm